The top stories. Agricultural fields in Kangabok Part 3 face artificial flood as floodways of Kharung Part and Ikop Part overflows. Umang Lai Kanba Apunbaluk holds one-day discourse on Lai Lam Thokpa ritual. And Meetei Irol Iyek Loina Sinlon Apunbalup Assam Guwahati Pana commences Meetei Mayek classes at Assam. Good afternoon and welcome to Mayek English News at 2. Now we have the detailed news. Farmers of Kangabok Part 3 have sought the intervention of the MLAs of Wangzing, Tentha and Kangabok Assembly constituencies over the reported artificial flooding of the agricultural lands from the overflow of floodways of Kharung Part and Ikop Part in Thoubal district. Members of Universal Farmer Organization Kangabok conducted a spot inspection of Kiam paddy fields which have been left inundated. They said the floodways of the two lakes overflows annually for about 500 meters, leaving Kiam, Kaifa, Bihu, Salam, Sagai Makong, Lilakong, Kongnang Macha Makha paddy fields with artificial flood. Chairperson of Kangabok Part 3, Mayang Lamjao, who also participated at a spot inspection, reiterated that the floodways built alongside Arong River had been overflowing annually at an adjoining area between Tentha AC and Kangabok AC, leaving several agricultural lands of Kangabok village inundated. While the farmers made attempts to block the overflow, the same spot in this year had given leaving around 1,000 hectares of paddy fields flooded. He appealed to MLAs of the two assembly constituencies to take concern for the farmers and take action over the situation.
Tainaba Mapum Sida Patoga, Kusem Goiba Isauma, Akoida, Lomi Pazada, Mamda, Wabuman Hatare. A sin Nangibasi, Mamang the Sum Nangre, Adoba Koi, Lomi Sina, Masi, Kanasian, Kainaraga Mukasu Tunjakre, Ado, Handak Maduna Soibungam, the Vayam Sauba, Sorana, Meter, Samri, Samam Kisang, the neighbor patterns. I see Meter Samisang Tun Biragadi, Haribalo Pum Singse, Yam Kudum Saganedo, Akoi Kambo Kendrigi, Emelegi, Mapum, the Lale Mohaba Emily Sukar Oida. So one in 10 ties over border labor the gay. Border or so more Sumasi Araga di Pazamiangi Kalaga, Emily Anisina, higher solutions, Tang Tobiraga di Pazamiamna, Sukimatic Harazagani, Kusim Gisau, the Gikan Mangam, whenever Simam Punamaki, Apino and Mediagi Tong the Tozari.
Members of Universal Farmer Organization Kangabok, El Kesho and Mayang Kunjurani also sought the attention of the two MLAs to relieve the problem faced by the farmers.
Habo area sida law udi ui haibabu ising isauna hinjilakpana akoina law lopagi ubagi kanaba akoina phangjade aduna yaragadi Wangjing Tentha gi MLA akoi khabo gi MLA singna tanaraga akoi gi lawse lopagi amtang chinbiyo haina media ai thongda haijari.
Umang Lai Kanba Apunbalup Ukal organized a one-day discourse on Lai Lam Thokpa ritual at its office at Konung Mamang with Pena Hanjaba of Uttra Sanglen, Sana Konung, N. Borchan, Amaibi Ashupi of Lining Thau Sanamahi Temple Board Elangbam Ishai Hanbi, and General Secretary Ukal Mutum Maniton Meetei as the resource persons and Assistant Professor of Manipur University of Culture, Professor Dr. T.H. Ruhichan as the moderator. During the function, Mutum Maniton noted the untoward incident which were recently reported at few Lai Lam Thokpa rituals and stated that upon investigation it was revealed that such incidents occurred owing to violations of the Mera Mifam resolutions by the local committees and the youths who participated at the procession. He said the discourse aims to deliberate on finding measures to prevent such untoward incidents in the future. Meetei Irol Iyek Loina Sinlon Apunbalup or Milal Assam Guwahati Pana organized a certificate distribution function for its first batch of Meetei Mayek class graduates at Sri Sri Radha Govinda Mandir, Kekura Nagar, Dispur. The function was attended by President Milal Guwahati Pana Dr. M. Gopal, its advisor Huidrong Prem Kumar, Vice President Ngangom Probal, President Milal Assam Seram Herazit, President Mandop Committee Yumnam Thambal as the main guest. During the function, Seram Herazit urged the diaspora in Assam to make efforts to promote Meetei Mayek. Certificates were distributed to 20 students who completed the course, and the function also kick-started the second phase with 15 students. National Institute of Technology Manipur has inked a Memorandum of Understanding with NAMTech, the New Age Makers Institute of Technology, to boost industry-oriented learning in the field of manufacturing engineering technology. The signing took place at the IIT Gandhinagar campus, where Director of NIT Manipur, Professor L.N. Somaya Zulu, and CEO of NAMTech, Arun Kumar Pillai, formalized the partnership. Under this MOU, NIT Manipur students will gain access to specialized courses in smart manufacturing, industrial automation, industrial IoT, and robotics, giving them a competitive edge in the global job market. Director of NIT Manipur, Professor Somaya Zulu, said the MOU is a step forward in delivering real-world learning experiences, and added that the institute is aligning its curriculum with NEP 2020 and partnering with top institutions to ensure students are industry ready. Manipur Social Audit Agency conducted a social audit for Mayang Lamjao Gram Panchayat of Langmaidon CD block under MGNREGA 2022-23 and 2023-24 and PMAYG 2021-22 and 23-24 at Lamjao Mayalekai Community Hall. In this social audit, Gram Sabha, organized with ex-Pradhan Mayang Lamjao Gram Panchayat Urikinbam Jugeshwar, presiding over the event. The gathering was attended by respected dignitaries, including Administrative Committee Chairperson Mayang Lamjao Gram Panchayat Urikinbam Narjit Luwang, Ward members, GRS of the Gram Panchayat, Jerome Dhiren, ADEO, PMAYG Chandam Milan, M. Biken, District Social Auditor T.H. Shantikumar, and Social Audit Coordinator Thongam Ria. Additionally, job card holders, PMAY Gramin beneficiaries, and representatives from local clubs and Meira Paibis were also present. Chairperson Mayang Lamjao Gram Panchayat's Administrative Committee Urikinbam Narjit Luwang highlighted that the Social Audit Gram Sabha was conducted following a comprehensive review of previously halted projects by the Manipur Social Audit Agency, MASA, over the past 7 years. District Social Auditor T.H. Shantikumar further emphasized that the audit would focus on PMAY Gramin beneficiaries, particularly those who received the first installment for house construction but failed to utilize the funds as intended. The audit would also investigate cases where beneficiaries received or were denied the second installment for the years 2021-22 and 2023-24.
Koina yum sauna piwa paisa se bawda yum sanung di haitaradi government pire belu palam singutha se amona hangalroi da paisa ne sigi paisa se hairiba panchayat da nu yum kya leiri yum sadaba lairaba kya leiri toga si pire ba mi se si bawda lowbuji haijalatragadi adu last di sindaba haitramina nang paisa do thingalo nadragana nang jail da leiro haira ne.
Yaifalamjing Lup Chingmakhong Imphal organized a felicitation ceremony for high-achieving students from Hianglam and Wabagai Assembly constituencies who excelled in BOSEM and COSEM examinations. The event, held at the school hall, was attended by notable guests including Chairman COSEM Takelambam Ojit and Vice Chairman DMU E. Chan Babu. Other dignitaries present were Elangbam Ranjit, Mayangbam Jentakumar and Elangbam Somarendro. Special recognition was given to Elangbam Panthoy, India's goalkeeper, who was admired and congratulated during the event. The ceremony also featured the distribution of 32 awards donated by various individuals and was well attended by students, teachers, and community members. Team 195 BPM celebrated its first anniversary by organizing a marathon event titled Imphal Run 2025 with 2 categories, a 16-kilometer run from Tidim Ground to Udlaw and a 5-kilometer run from Tidim Ground to Imphal Airport, each attracting 300 participants. The event was graced by notable guests including Dr. Mayang Lamjao, director of YAS, who praised the initiative for encouraging young minds to take up sports. Other dignitaries present included Secretary All Manipur Athletic Association Ito Tongbram, India's fastest Ironman and Indian Army personnel Bitan Laikuram, and patron member Team 195 BPM Bikram Lukram, who distributed prizes to the winners. Dr. Vito also called on Team 195 BPM to participate in the Youth Mela organized by YAS.
Common purpose, common cause theme youth awareness, youth empowerment, youth engagement. Yuva Connect Visit Bharat Nehru Yuva Kendra tie up the way out there. The NSS cells even the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports. See when Buzalakan that way Naha soon Mumbai can Sana have you Nasa like you they take over that common cause community service that combine engage the game. Sai combine Hassan and the having my case is Mayang Punu support the play, the Tung the Makata Team 195 BPM to select Romsing my review.
In national news, President Draupadi Murmu has nominated eminent lawyer Ujjwal Rao Nikam, social worker C. Sadanandan Master, former Foreign Secretary Harshvardhan Shringla and historian and academician Dr. Meenakshi Jain to the Rajya Sabha. In a notification, the Ministry of Home Affairs informed about the decision. Nikam, who hails from Maharashtra, has served as a government counsel in the Mumbai terror attacks case. C. Sadanandan Master from Kerala has a long career in education. He has been a victim of political violence and lost both his legs. Shringla has also served as ambassador to the United States, Bangladesh and Thailand. He served as chief coordinator for India's G20 presidency in 2023. Dr. Jain has served as associate professor of history at Gargi College, University of Delhi. The President nominates 12 persons to the upper house of parliament for their contributions towards arts, literature, sciences and social services. In international news, Pakistan, nearing the end of its month-long presidency of the United Nations Security Council (UNSC), is planning an open debate on July 22nd to discuss peaceful settlement of global disputes with a focus on highlighting the Kashmir issue indirectly. Pakistan's Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar will chair the session, which will likely be briefed by UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres. A draft resolution is expected to urge member states to use existing UN mechanisms for conflict resolution, referencing Chapter 6 of the UN Charter, particularly Article 33, which encourages mediation, arbitration and other peaceful methods of resolving disputes. While Pakistan's motive is to bring attention to the Kashmir issue, the resolution is likely to be generic to avoid vetoes, focusing on broad principles of peaceful dispute resolution. This approach aligns with India's stance on bilateralism as seen in the Shimla and Lahore declarations. In another news, US President Donald Trump has announced 30% tariffs on imports from Mexico and the European Union effective August 1, citing border security and trade imbalances. In letters to Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, Trump demanded fair trade agreements, stating the EU must allow complete open market access to the United States to avoid additional tariffs. The move has sparked tension among EU member states, with Germany pushing for a quick resolution to protect its industrial base and France advocating for a more balanced outcome. The looming deadline sets the stage for tense negotiations and potential retaliation, which could impact global markets and diplomatic ties. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un reaffirmed Pyongyang's unconditional support for Russia's actions in the Ukraine war, stating that both nations share identical views on key strategic matters. During a meeting with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov in Wonsan, Kim expressed unwavering backing for Russia's efforts, highlighting the growing military and political ties between the two countries. Lavrov, who was on a 3-day visit to North Korea, praised the alliance as an invincible fighting brotherhood and thanked Kim for North Korea's deployment of troops and arms to aid Russia's war effort. Thousands of North Korean soldiers reportedly supported Russian forces during the campaign to drive out Ukrainian troops from the Kursk region, with Pyongyang also providing munitions and logistical assistance. And now we have the recap of the top stories. Agricultural fields in Kangabok Part 3 face artificial flood as floodways of Karung Part and Eco Part overflows. Umang Laikanba Apunbalup holds one-day discourse on Lailam Thokpa ritual. And Meetei Irol Iyek Loinasinlon Apunbalup Assam Guwahati Pana commences Meetei Mayek classes at Assam. That's all we have for now. We'll be back with more updates at 4 p.m. again. Until then, goodbye.